Welcome back, Crusaders. I'm TJ Blattel here with
Mr. Tock.
And we are going over the Quiz Bowl bracket breakdown. Get ready. Mr. Tock, would you lead us off?
I would be happy to. So this year, we've seeded based on past success. So first of all, let's go over some number one seeds.
Absolutely.
This is the number one, the overall best team, according to last year, led by former MVP Michael Belardi. This is the Honer Camp Chindle Boozer Temperencia family. What do you think about these guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to be said. I mean, there is actually plenty to be said. We both have it, right here, MVP question mark right next to Michael Belardi. Obviously, I mean, he's just he goes all the way every single year. And then on top of that, you have Jacob Horstman, very intelligent, very hard worker, especially in the classroom. Someone who I'm actually, quite personal friends with. Great person. And then Peyton Webb, also very, very intelligent. Alternates, you got Mason Phillips. I'd honestly kind of love to see him, shake it up, see what he has to offer in this group. What about you?
Yeah, I think Talon's the only question mark, but he's a Gantner, so he's got that going for him.
Absolutely.
Our next overall seed, number 2 overall seed, the Riekers Schmidt. So you know that they are confident because they're Virtus and they're all confident.
Absolutely.
Right. But I mean, they should be. They got a little Sam Molitor, possible MVP, Landon Wright. Lots of good stuff in that family.
Absolutely, I agree. They also have Josh Giesman as one of their alternates. Also someone I would love to see make some kind of appearance at some point.
Great hair in the profile pair.
Very much so, yeah.
Absolutely. Number 3 overall seed, the Lewis Hobbs Gennady. There was talk on the town that they had the answers before the Quiz Bowl last year, and I think they were just that good.
Really?
I mean, no one has the answers. I don't even have the answers. I make the questions. So I think that they're just that good at Quiz Bowl. Sam Borgmeyer, they got a Bishop, they got a Wallace, kind of pedigreed, right?
Absolutely, I agree. I will say, for your Gradia family, you picked them. Another Gradia group that I think could go pretty far is the Boyle-Bross family. Izzy Woitis and Bradley White, 2 of the people who I think could really shake things up, as well as Marianne Vomond in their alternates group.
Will Rain Helvey help them at all?
I think that there's a good chance. I definitely think so. Absolutely.
Right. We'll agree to disagree. And your last number 1 seed, we have the Lipinski, Outman, Castile, Gaudium, Autumn Capistrant, Tanner Hertz. We have Olivia Byrne on the bench. I'm not sure they're ever going to use her, but another overall 1 seed. We'll see. They lost a lot from last year, so could disappoint early out. They could be the KU of St. Dominic Quiz Bowl.
Certainly could be a bit of an upset there.
Yeah,
I agree.
A little bit. On to our 2 seeds. We have the Bone Chavez Dignitas family, veteran leadership, Reed Otten, Joey Burke, Brady Bierman. That's solid leading from the front. Next 2 seed, we have the Z. O'Keefe Marnotti family. We have a Henke, we have a Reeves, Camila. She's very impressive.
Absolutely.
Good sophomore kid, may help out. Final 2 seeds, we have the Hogan Nielsen. Not sure they've learned anything from their Family Time adults, but I think that they can compensate.
Absolutely. I think Benji Boss is probably going to be one of their biggest helps on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know anybody that likes the sound of their own voice more than Nate Steed, so he's sure to answer quite a bit, which is always good. And our last 2 seed, these guys do borrow from their Family Time adults, the Jowers Eckerd Caritas 2 seed with surprise outside MVP, Jake Reed. At first glance, you're like, wait, is that Jake Reed? He's not kicking a football. No, he's not, but he's deceptively good at Quiz Bowl, so I think he might surprise people.
I can absolutely see where you're coming from with that one. I will say some people that I have Rhodes Schwartzstrom, excuse me. I think Brian Chavez and Michaela Barmeyer have a very, very strong presence there, as well as the Naman Donio family. I will say, kind of going through things, there was a match between Sox Squared and Naman Donio. You were thinking pretty heavily in favor of Sox Squared, and I actually think that I might have Naman and Donio going all the way.
And I think you're completely wrong. That Sox Squared family, McClure and 2 McBrides with the Kyle St. Jim on the same team. I don't know how they could very well find themselves playing on that last day.
See, I understand where you're coming from. I am a huge fan of Matthew McBride, someone who's actually involved in Mary Poppins. Go see it. And I think very highly of him. But we have Douglas Koch, Emma Gagnapane, and May Behrens on that team, and I do think that to some degree they could put up some level of resistance.
It could be a close one. We live for the nail biters, right? The Cinderella
Absolutely.
stories. couple other fun stories. I'm just going to give it out right now. The Sportsmanship Award goes to the Wilson Farwick family because Michael Boehmer's on the team.
Real.
I don't think we don't even have to talk about it. You guys win. Congratulations. You get no points for that. The Keller Brett Guzman family. All right, so surprise choice of putting Alex Edwards and Noah Holland on the bench. I feel like they probably could have used them in the starting lineup, so we'll see how that plays out.
I agree. I definitely think that Holland and Edwards especially kind of could have fit into this team, but I also, understand that we are a little senior heavy in some aspects. Kind of wanted to move in some of the younger kids there. We'll see how it pays off for them.
We like young kids. We like winning more. Robbins Leonard Peters. So here's what I wrote for Robbins and Leonard Peters family. Is this confidence or cockiness?
Ooh.
Right? Isaac
You wrote
Harrison,
it.
Caroline Wheeler. I mean, it could go either way.
I will say, whether or not we think Isaac and Caroline deserve to be confident, I think that Charlie Roberson is definitely someone who might be one of the stronger ones on that team, actually.
And if anybody should be confident, it's Carson Poole because he got a haircut yesterday and he looks great.
Absolutely.
All right.
Haircut does equal confidence in the right circumstances.
Absolutely. Yes. Yep. It's like Deion Sanders. When you look good, you play good. You feel good, you play good. You get paid good. Markway Tio, Temperencia, we just have to make the one. They have super sub, Godefroyd. But Callie what does she not do? As someone who's up here a lot, I'm pretty sure she spends more time in St. Thomas than I do. So she's just an impressive human being. Good luck to them. And then I have my final two. I'm going to save my dark horse. My last one to talk about here, the Thiel Bauer Gaudium. Izzy Hausman, not afraid to talk. She does a lot of it. Also, Ethan Poulter, Riker Dare, Lucas Wolf, same team. That just seems like a lot of brain on one team.
I agree. I will say another team that we have it circled right here. It just says loaded. We have a lot of really, really great members on our Arel Harrisberger team. We got Nolan Malloy, Hannah O'Brien, Addison Schmook. A lot of really, really great names there that I think could probably go, at least in the top 5 of this competition.
That would surprise me. It's always good you have somebody with a little musical knowledge because as the topics go, we have music, we have geography, we have arts, we have writing, we have sports and pop culture. So you can't just stick to your typical smart kids, right?
Very well rounded. Have you heard Hannah O'Brien well on the sax? It is really impressive.
I heard her last night. It was incredibly impressive.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Awesome. I could have sat there for a long time and listened to her play. That was awesome. All right, my 3-headed Hydra, my dark horse, not highly seeded, gonna make a long run. Hertz Linville, House Gaudium, Matthew Sharkey, Astrid Wentz, Joanna Burtonshaw, who was phenomenal last year, answered a ton of questions, possibly more than anybody else. Morgan Livers, Evan Hughes, deep bench with a Begley on it. I think they might surprise some people. I think Gaudium's going to lock up a whole bunch of points during Quiz Bowl this year.
I hear you. On my side of things, I think that my dark horse pick is the Long Brannock family for Temperencia. We were talking a little bit about the Blardys. This one has Daniel Blardy. We'll see if he kind of carries that name and, continues to carry not just the Blardy family, but the Long Brannock family, to some sort of success. We also have Reese Gantner and Claire Lee, 2 geniuses in their fields. I'm really excited to see kind of where that goes because, as much as I love you, Michael, I'm kind of, itching to see where Daniel goes with things. So
I hear you. Historically, Temperencia is always in the final couple. So good luck to them. Good luck to all of you. We start next Wednesday. Don't forget to get those brackets in today. Have a terrific day.
And this is TJ Blattel and
Mr. Tock
signing off.